Join me as I take on the challenge of helping my rescued dog Buddy cope with anxiety while I'm away. It's been a wild ride since I adopted Buddy from the shelter a year ago. At first, I thought we were just going to spend our days cuddling and playing fetch, living that dream dog owner life. But pretty soon, I realized Buddy had some deep-seated anxiety issues, especially whenever I left the house. It breaks my heart to see him stressed out, and it's honestly been one of the hardest parts of being a dog parent. And I mean, it doesn't just affect Buddy, it affects me too. Every time I step out the door, I'm hit with a wave of guilt, worrying about how he's doing without me. But here's where it gets really intense. Picture this. I'm ready to leave the house, grabbing my keys, and Buddy starts pacing frantically, barking like crazy. The barking doesn't stop. It's loud, like he's sounding an alarm to the whole world. It's not just a couple of yips, it's constant, echoing through the walls, through my bones, and honestly, through my nerves. I've tried leaving the TV on, putting on calming music, and even talking to him in the most soothing voice possible before I leave. But guess what? Nothing works. The barking just keeps going, and I can't help but wonder, will it ever get better? But here's where things took a turn. One day, I came back home after a short trip to the store, and I found my favorite sneakers completely chewed up. I mean completely. Buddy had gone full beast mode on them. If you've ever lost a pair of shoes to a dog, you know that pain. And I'm standing there, staring at the wreckage, thinking, okay, what now? Now, here's the kicker. He's also got this weird habit of digging at the carpet when I'm gone. And I'm not talking about a little scratching here and there. He's digging like he's trying to escape, like he's on some Mission Impossible stuff. Only it's my floor that's the casualty. It's not just bad for the carpet, but I worry that he might actually hurt himself. Meanwhile, my neighbors are texting me like, hey, your dog's losing it again. And honestly, I get it. They don't know what's going on with him. I try explaining Buddy's anxiety, but it's hard for anyone to understand how intense it really is unless they've seen it. It's heartbreaking to see Buddy like this, and I feel helpless. He starts acting up even before I leave, pacing and whining as soon as I grab my jacket or put on my shoes. It's like he knows. The anxiety hits him before I've even walked out the door, and I can feel the tension rising. And that's where I really struggle, because how do I explain to him that I'm always coming back? So here's the big question. How do I help Buddy cope while I'm away? How do I make him feel safe and calm when I'm not around? It's been trial and error, but I've come across some solutions. First up, I tried crate training. Now, I know some people think crates are mean, but for Buddy, it's like his safe haven, where he can relax without all the noise of the outside world. It's his little chill zone. I also discovered pheromone diffusers, calming treats, and even these things called thunder shirts, which are basically like weighted blankets for dogs. They've helped on some days, but it's been hit or miss. Another strategy, tiring him out. If I take Buddy for a long walk or play with him right before I leave, it seems to drain some of his nervous energy. I even hired a dog walker to check in on him midday. At least that way, I know he's getting some exercise and attention while I'm gone. But here's where it really starts working. Combining these strategies. Crate training, calming products, and daily exercise have been game changers. And here's the best tip I found. Getting a dog sitter to visit Buddy while I'm out for longer periods. Just knowing that someone's there to play with him has cut his anxiety in half. He's calmer, less destructive. And when I come home, the barking is way less intense. The real breakthrough, though? When Buddy finally stopped chewing up everything in sight and pacing frantically. That moment when I came home to find him just chilling. No destroyed shoes, no chewed up furniture. That's when I knew we were making progress. Helping Buddy cope with his anxiety has been such a journey, but one filled with patience, love, and figuring out what works. If you're dealing with an anxious pet, hang in there. There are solutions. In the end, Buddy is happier, I'm less stressed, and we've learned so much from each other. Now, here's my call to action. Do you have a rescue dog or a pet struggling with anxiety? Drop a comment below and let me know what's worked for you, or if you're still searching for solutions, ask away. Let's build a community of support for our furry friends. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on pet care, rescue stories, and mental health for both you and your pets. Thanks for watching.